What's up everyone? My name is Ellise and I'm so excited to be here talking about my new song, Pretty in the Dark with Ashley Sienna.
I want all the power and the pain. I'll love you in the flames. Just tell me that you're mine.
So my new song is called Pretty in the Dark and it's me and Ashley Sienna. She's an amazing artist. I found her through TikTok and we clicked and really liked each other immediately, and then she came and opened for my shows that I did, and then she just showed me this song that she had started making and asked me if I wanted to be on it, and I loved the song and I was like, yes, absolutely, of course. So I wrote my part, we recorded it, and I'm really excited, and we did a video, so yeah, it's been really awesome. A lot of my songs actually just start as me writing word vomit, poetry, if you can even call it that, before I get into the studio, and then I have so many of those that whatever the vibe is, I'll be like, okay, I was writing this thing about this concept, and I usually always have a concept and title before we start doing anything musically wise.
Bite down, all up in his bed, said he likes how I'm sick in the head. Wait till he finds out we ain't speaking again. He's gonna lose his shit.
I love for my titles to have alliterations and just weird things like that. And I was writing that song with my brother and we were kind of talking and he was like, all your songs are about you being sad and down and you just need a bad bitch song. He literally was saying the words bad bitch and he was like, we need to do something like that. And somehow we just came up with the thought of broken boys and bitter bitches. And we were both just obsessed. That was it. We wrote the song so fast after that came to us. So yeah, I'm a big fan of that title. It's a song like Broken Boys and Bitter Bitches. That's more of the empowering side of my music where I have to be in a good mood and feel good to write it. And that's the kind of song I like to do collaboratively and work with people that I also love and think are really talented. But then there's also the other side of my music, which is more of my really sad, deeply personal stuff that deal with my struggles of really messed up relationships and things I've dealt with in the past. And those are the type of songs where I really need to be by myself in a very specific mood of reflecting on all that stuff. And that's the kind of thing I usually write in my room with all the lights off and I can't let anyone talk to me for 2 hours. I make songs almost every day, so there have been days where I'm not in a good mood and I'm sad about other things, but I want to make a bop and I want to make something that is upbeat and fun. So I can definitely compartmentalize. But I honestly like leaning into the mood that I'm in to try to make that type of song because I feel it just comes out more natural. And if you're already kind of in that headspace, it's the ideas are just going to flow so much more easily. Lord was one of my big inspirations. I think I was 14 or 15 when the Pure Heroine album came out and I died, I was rebirthed. So that was a huge inspiration for me. Melanie Martinez's earlier stuff was a big inspiration for me. Obviously Lana Del Rey raised me. So I just really enjoyed that whole sound already as a listener, and that was kind of my preferred music taste. So when I started making music, that was just what inspired me the most. I feel there's certain artists where you grow to love them in one specific way and you just want them to keep doing that thing that you love them for. And when they change, it's you're betrayed. I think for me, I've started putting out music when I was 19 and now I'm 24, so I've been through a lot of life and a lot of change in that time. I feel I'm not even really the same person I was when I started releasing music, but somehow the style always still feels it's in the same world because at my core, even if I'm not sad in the moment or I'm not feeling a specific way in the moment, deep down in my core, I've always kind of been a person that is very dramatic and kind of has a melancholy way about me. And I feel that shows through in my music, no matter if I'm happy, sad, mad, doesn't even matter. It's gonna make its way out to the forefront. My biggest fans know so much about me. It kind of is crazy because I am a pretty open book, and if you listen to my music, you'll know the things that I've struggled with in life. I'm not really trying to hide anything. So yeah, I feel they do know me on this really kind of personal level. But I honestly love that because it's like I can share more about my life and they'll actually like get it and understand it rather than it just being like a random song to them that they liked how it sounded. So I love having that like kind of deep relationship and being like a little bit more open with my music.
Everything is wrong, tell me what you're thinking. Almost like I blinked and now you're gone. What's inside your head? Do I wanna know? It burns under my skin, the things you said.
I think my favorite song to record ever has probably been my song Over Breakfast, because it's a very stripped back song. It's just me and an acoustic guitar for the entire song, and I love the feeling of just vocal and guitar completely stripped back, like really focusing on the lyrics of the song and like the emotion of the song rather than like a lot of drums and production and stuff. So that's probably my favorite to sing.
You know I can't stand it, you're running around, you know better, daddy. I can't stand it, cause you put me down. I put a spell on you, because you're mine.
I always grew up thinking I want to be a pop star, like I want to do this, I want to do that. So I just followed through. I'm very stubborn. I thought one thing my whole life and I'm still doing it to this day. There was never anything else. I mean, I also love to write and read, which I think goes into music and songwriting, of course, but if it wasn't music, the only thing other than that I could see myself doing would be like being a journalist or something having to do with like a literature type of field. What's next is a lot more music this year. I'm working right now on a Halloween EP for October, so it's gonna be all Halloween themed. And I've actually done a few Halloween EPs in the past, so it's kind of like a tradition I do. So I'm really excited to be doing it again this year. And this one's gonna be like extra special because I'm gonna have really awesome feature on it. I don't want to say who yet, but it's gonna be really exciting. I love Halloween. I love all the creepy shit, all the spooky stuff, like watching the scary movies. I love actual Halloween, like dressing up in costumes and just like going all out. I don't know, I love like the lore of Halloween, like what it actually is, and I just love like folklore and you know, all those like scary stories and urban legends and stuff, and I feel like Halloween is the time of year where I can like soak all of that media into my brain. All my social media ats are just Ellise, Ellise, and that's my at on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, and you can stream me and Ashley Sienna's new song, Pretty in the Dark, now on any streaming platform that you use. Hi, my name is Ellise, and you've just been buzzed.